Just keep in mind, this isn't going to involve your usual level of excitement. No mind-altering terramorphs and explosions in the spaceport. Just simple, good old-fashioned police work. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details. See you later.
Okay. Wow.
It's always a great day here in
Let's run. What the? I have. Okay. Am I silly? I have all these missions. I only have one selected. Why are they pointing at me to my ship, which is not a mission? Monkey fuckers. Like, you go out and fuck King Kong and shit. You have King Kong's dick in your ear. Why? Why you gotta do it with King Kong's dick in your ear? Why does Kappa have a Santa hat on him?
Wonder where this will all lead.
One day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis.
What the fuck
for
is up
good.
with all these icons? Why is the quest system so... Like, look at this! Why? I have one fucking mission selected. And there are 800 things that aren't having anything to do with my... This is actually kind of annoying.
Ah, well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I hadn't expected to run into you again. Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of Mast. There is growing concern. Oh my, a bit of an unintentional pun, isn't that? Well, concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time... While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities, well, none of them are good. Yes, and not just humans. All organic life will be affected. Low-frequency vibrations are not uncommon in this species. The vibrations help disperse nutrients throughout the tree. However, normally the vibrations are imperceptible. If the vibrations continue to increase in frequency and strength, prolonged exposure could lead to harmful and potentially deadly side effects. It's imperative we find a way to correct this. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it. Personnel issues, if you understand me. What? No, that is ridiculous. I am a professional. One of the other researchers in Mast, Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say? He's held a grudge against me for years. It's petty, really. I'm sure he thinks that doing this now will hold back my career. He wouldn't listen when I tried to explain this isn't about me. There are bigger concerns. Oh, thank you. Last I knew, he was on a field assignment somewhere near the outskirts of the city. Perhaps it's best if you don't mention my name in the process.
Yeah, like, why are these fucking things all lit up? Like, this shouldn't be doing this. Oh, this game. Like... Like, this is... like, why do you have a quest menu with all these quests if you fucking can't why are you showing me quests that I don't want you to show me? I'm just sitting there going, this shouldn't be like this.
I'm always ready to make a deal. Welcome to Feeling Realty. I'm Zora, and I'm here to help with whatever you may need. What brings you in today? Looking to settle down or move up in the world or just window shopping? That's fine. It happens all the time. I never mind an opportunity to chat with someone new. I'm here if you have any more questions or if you'd like to look at properties. Oh, don't I wish. Between UC regulations and demand here in the city, I haven't had a chance to branch out yet. But you best believe I'm keeping an eye on the situation and actively lobbying for a little more leeway.
She doesn't like old white ladies with dreadlocks.
Stop by anytime.
She's racist. Oh, it's shitty Bethesda code, but I'm gonna say she's racist. I don't even know where the fucking spot I'm supposed to be going is, and this is actually annoying as shit. These quests aren't supposed to be on my map! You donkey fuckers. No, I would never have that. I mean, shitty Bethesda code is the answer to most questions here.
Figuratively, of course.
Now listen, I have a lot on my plate right now, and you don't look like a new hire stumbling through their first day. Who exactly are you? Really? Huh. You have your own ship? Oh, this
Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that.
is perfect. I have a business. You're a law and order type. This job is literal.
Okay. I mean, I don't have any. Yeah, see, that's not selected. And none of that's selected. The only thing selected is that. So no, I didn't. See? It's just the game being jank, Tipsy. It just started when I got out of the fucking
What was the name of that guy? The contact
off the
with
train. Yeah, I knew it wasn't the case. It was literally I took the train around New Atlantis and just the game being jank. What? And then it's That's what I want to do. How you doing, Tipsy? God, they just made shit in this game way more complicated than they needed to. Which is dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. When I don't have to pay to see it and I'm really, really desperate for something to watch, that's when. Yeah, he was supposedly not being very nice on Twitter, huh? I'm just glad Berserker, you still haven't heard about your job? These motherfuckers.
I shall smash your skull like a clam on my tummy.
Tipsy_McStagger1 is now following.
Thank you for that follow, Tipsy. Welcome to this shit show, which is my stream. Welcome to this shit show. We're playing as what is it? I'm having brain farts. We are a 132-year-old lady named Gladys, and we sell cookies and tell people about our life. We're a very important member of this space system. That literally wasn't popping up before. This game is wild sometimes. Yeah, if you don't know, Berserker applied to be a porn star. He showed him his big old wiener, and they were like, "We think we could work with this." And once they did, they're not committed to working with him yet.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for? I haven't been to Londinian in many years. Why? Is there some way I could be of assistance? Were you able to recover what you were looking for?
This guy's such a dick.
Now, what in the heavens would make you claim something as ludicrous as that? Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us. You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
You need a spanking, young man.
Oh, my revenge was far from petty, Captain. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I
don't
ordered
get
the
that
bombing of
sentence
the
at all,
Londinian
Nana.
spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential. These were the final days of the colony war, Captain. The Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. I was concerned that if word got out, the Collective could swoop down, start breeding Lazarus plants, and overrun our worlds with waves of terramorphs. Just like what was happening on Londinian at that very moment. Sealing off the city to prevent mass death, it was the only option that made sense at the time. Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You. It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing
not
a
a very
back
nice
channel to
person.
Orlays via the UC
He
recovery
needs
teams
a
was
spanking.
painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient, dropped off at just the right moments to fall into the proper hands. All without the UC realizing whom you were actually dealing with. Slow work. But as you can see, ultimately effective. Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as I have. Maybe more. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well well someday. You're being honored only because I arranged the situations where it could happen. Be grateful. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orleza's role in the attacks to the cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlez and Orlez alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together. And how many have you killed to get where you are now? There are no great works that don't cost lives, Captain. Whether it's winning a war, or digging a tram tunnel. So we sacrificed a few dozen in the attacks to possibly protect millions.
Glass.
That seems like a fair exchange to me. I only hope you'll see the same, and leave my name out of the discussions to come. Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
I mean, I don't know if ratting on him even is worth it at this point. God, that guy sucks.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has
Sidonia is an industrial town. The people there tend to be... Ask whatever you'd like. My parents considered themselves to be enlightened, but their lives were so busy they rarely pursued their beliefs. By the time I was old enough to start questioning these things, the idea of following any organized religion was almost an afterthought. It's not that I don't want to believe in anything, it's that my scientific mind is often at odds with my spiritual center. Having been out there, in the Starfield, seeing all those magnificent wonders with my own eyes, I need answers, not religious theory. I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but don't worry. While we're on this journey together, I fully intend to respect your religious beliefs. You mean apart from being the chair of Constellation for the past 5 years? Well, let's see. I pride myself with my aptitude for astrodynamics, calculating optimal trajectories for grav jumping. That's been quite useful in the past. And as far as planetary exploration, my area of expertise is botany. So don't worry, I won't let you eat anything that might put you in the hospital. Exploration is my entire life. I consider it both a career and recreation. That being said, I will make a confession, but you have to promise to keep it between us. Before I graduated from school, I was in a band. And no, I don't mean the school band. I mean a rock band. We called ourselves Ironic Comet. A ridiculous name, I know. But we were just a bunch of teenagers getting together and having fun. And before you ask, no, I wasn't the lead singer. I actually played the drums. The band never really went anywhere, of course, but those were good times, and I remember them fondly. Certainly. I always enjoy our little chats. Maybe another time.
I wish this map wasn't all fucked up. Do.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the acyles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Any leads on who might have committed the attacks?
Orlays? Reginald Orlays? He did this? I didn't think he was still alive. You're sure it was him?
I don't know much about Orlays, but anyone with a sick mind like that needs to be tried for his crimes, and then dealt with appropriately.
That's some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where's Orlays now? Were you able to bring him in? Huh, I see. Wish we could have questioned him, but... well, there's nothing we can do at this point. Any idea why he might have done it? Or what he was doing with the plant? I can't imagine the amount of work it took to deploy the Lazarus plant off-world. Strange to go to all that trouble and not state your reasons.
Well, the man knew how to hold a grudge. I wouldn't be shocked if this was him getting back at the UC for trying to put him on trial.
I guess. Well, at least he won't be able to hurt anybody else now. Might be the best we could ask for, given the circumstances. So I guess there's nothing else to do but get this all in front of the cabinet. Unless there were other
Nothing else
things
to
we
talk
needed
about,
to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the terramorphs. Then here we go.
I don't know if I'm doing the right thing here, but here we are.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
My God.
An attack? Using terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
That appears to be the case, ma'am. The captain tracked that information down just after our trip to Londinian.
Reginald Orlays? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
Body was found floating around Etheria. Report mentioned you were sent to try and bring him in, Captain. I guess that didn't go according to plan.
Ah, yes. I was told about your mission, and who ordered it. Did you two suspect at the time Orlays might have been involved in the attacks?
No.
Well, it appears you were ahead of the curve. This report contains definitive evidence Orlays triggered the attacks via this Lazarus plant the Captain and Major Sanan uncovered.
Simply harrowing.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable for him to have finally faced the UC's justice, it seems both of you are to be commended for ensuring he was dealt with before he could strike again. You have our thanks. Now, with our villain unmasked,
yeah,
we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the Cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
We're already discussing the elimination of one species, Captain. Explain to me why you wish to eliminate another.
That's only a partial solution. The UC should involve the Freestar Collective in the operation in an attempt to remain as transparent as possible.
And with Orles having been dealt with, this problem can end here.
And allow us to focus on the grander task to come. Very well. We'll clean up the plant. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Kill these monsters.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've had a few discussions, but our group is similarly split. Only the Captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Glad to see someone's not afraid of a little applied genetics. The science division is in full agreement.
I doubt there's another body in the galaxy that could pull it off.
Absolutely correct. There are no better hands in the galaxy for this project than ours.
Why does she have microchips
Order,
in her
please.
forehead?
And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the Captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1 citizens?
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause.
Oh, thank
Class
you, young
1s
lady.
enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Yeah.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, You have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
I don't know how bad I feel about this whole...
Space.
Missions. Guess we're doing that. Man, I always like your clever jokes. Funny. I wonder. Can I jump off here? Oh, I can! Ah! I would be so dead. How did I die? I believe I can fly. Spread my wings and touch the sky.
Mind your step. Important research happening here. Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings. Trees? I see what's going on here. You're working with Kelton, aren't you? Nice try, but it's not happening. No. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything. Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that. Yeah, that's all very touching. But cathartic or not, my career would still be in flames. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in MAST. Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me. Make sure I look good next time promotions get passed around. Well, then I guess we don't have any... See you around. Changed your mind, did you? Best of luck out there. Changed your mind, did...
Fine.
Wait, really?
I'll follow your lead, but I wish handling our tree issue didn't involve you.
I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally unjustified, incredibly unfair. I found a backdoor into the MAST network so I could make some changes to my personnel file. But it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked. Sorry, that's not on the table. Advancing my career is the right thing to do, so that's what I'm focused on. There is, and I... From where I'm standing, enough. Just get in, act... I'll just get...
I hate the fucking persuasion. Like, it never works how it should. Let me get a glass of water. I'll be right back. I'm getting some water. Hold on.
Mind your step. Important research happening here. Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings. Oh, it's important research. I won't bore you with the technical details, but it's critical that I get this done. Trees. I see what's going on here. You're working with Kelton, aren't you? Nice try, but it's not happening. No. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. Whatever this thing is... Right. Okay, you know what? But I'm only going to... Wait, really?
I'll follow your lead.
I've gotten a few bad... I found a back door and the only way to get Sorry. Advancing my career... There is. From where I'm standing, enough.
God
Just
damn
get
it.
in. Best of luck.
So annoying.
Mind your step. Important research happening here. Could you... Trees? No. Whatever this thing... Right. Okay, but I'm only going to do... Wait, really?
I'll follow your lead.
I've gotten a few bad... I found a back door. The only way to get Sorry. Advancing my career... From where I'm standing... Okay. Okay, look. Just hear me out, all right? I really need this to happen. If you do this for me, I can make it worth your while. You delete that data, I get promoted, I'm pulling in a bigger salary. I can compensate you. I'll throw in some... Fine, you win. Just get out of my... And tell Kelton to stuff it.
There you go. Why
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days.
Everything on the map, man? Oh, these whippersnappers. Nana's just out here trying to do her thing, and everyone's getting in Nana's way. Nana Gladys is gonna have to choke a bitch. Nana Gladys is gonna have to choke a bitch.
If we keep running into each other like this, you might as well be put on the masked payroll. I hope you have the data. It's really quite crucial. That he is. I'm sorry that you had to put up with him, but this data is vital. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it comes up later, particularly in a legal setting. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure Emilio didn't double-cross me. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly hoping that this is the last piece I need to figure out what we can do. And I appreciate it.
I'm just doing
Thank
my
you
part,
for
Sonny.
your assistance.
I'm just doing my part, Sonny.
Hey, now funny stuff with that boost pack.
All this mall walking is paid off for Nana.
Well, well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain. No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself.
Oh, thank you, Sonny.
I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Affilion Realty
office. Go,
office.
you know.
They should be able to grant
young
you
man,
access.
I think you're quite handsome. I would like it if you smacked my booty. Grandma likes when you smack my booty. Wink, wink. Exactly.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you? Sure. He'll have all the specifics. If you find yourself looking for more work, you know where to find me.
Oh, you whippersnapper. We no kink shaming here. I don't kink shame, Nana. As long as you're not hurting anyone, you do you, boo. You do you, boo.
The security of the United Colonies is every citizen's responsibility, but we try and do. I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of my division's work. They've got you doing grunt work, Captain. Hardly the reward I'd expect for saving the city from a terramorph attack. Admirable. I bet qualities like that are precisely why you've moved so quickly up the ranks. But I'm sure stopping a terramorph invasion didn't hurt your case. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. Of course, Captain. I realize your schedule is busy. I'll be here when you're ready. Of course. Pick up the package, deliver. We think non-UC affiliated groups have their... Normally, we just burn the location, but we didn't get... So we're going to need non-Aegis personnel to do... Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches.
Nobody cares,
Grab it
Ryan.
and deliver it to
Fuck
Sergeant
you,
Yumi, and the
Ryan.
job's done.
Ryan, are you still the color of a tomato?
Good luck with the mission.
Ryan looked like a Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Ryan, if you would have been in Colorado, you would have been dead. You would have fried to death.
So I get
For getting your
clean enough to eat off the pavement.
suntan lotion.
That's new.
You would have been dead, Ryan. Murder killed. Why am I down? What the fucking shit and fuck? I didn't mean dead on the inside, Ryan. I know what dead on the inside is, because I'm also dead on the inside. Zelda! Oh, Nana. Nana fell off the edge. Oh, no. You gonna go see Alien Romulus this weekend, Ryan?
Wonder where this will all lead.
Why is this why are all the things still on the map? I hate it. I hate it so bad. I'm always dead on the inside.
And that's how my parents ended up settling.
How's the investigation going? Good work, Captain. Suffice to say, you were overqualified for this job, but given our staffing problems, I'm still glad you showed up. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign? As am I. And the best part is...
Would you like some of Granny's
all
cookies now, young
part-timers,
man, Yubi?
There's no
You're a
paperwork.
very handsome young man.
Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
Okay. Oh, they reverse mortgage my house, taking advantage of us old folks. Oh no. Oh no. As long as I can take care of my grandchildren. That's Ryan's secret. He's always horny. That's Ryan's secret. He's always horny. This stupid bank. How's everything else going, Mr. Ryan? Ryan is lying. Ryan is lying.
Wow, you look completely different.
I'm very spry for my old age. I'm 132 years old. You know, I can jump pretty high.
Now listen, you don't look like a new constellation, as in the elusive and mysterious constellation. Oh, wow. I used to read stories about you guys when I was a kid. Wow. Oh, this is perfect. Kismet, really. I have a business proposition for you that could help us both out. Very lucrative. So you see right through me. You've got a good eye. You are just the person I'm looking for. Well, confession time. I might just be a little desperate. See, the world of credit analysis, you know, dealing with deadbeats and reprobates is, well, it's a tough field. What I need is a ringer, someone that can collect some of our top delinquent offenders.
Get a grandma to go steal money from, get money back.
You work with me, and the fee you get will be huge. Yes! So, we got a Galaxy-class con man took out a loan to franchise a restaurant. Turns out, surprise, it was a scam, and Dieter Maliki jumps system. Now, he's holed up in a literal shack in the middle of nowhere. Can you believe it? The job is simple. Get Dieter to pay. And we don't want him dead, we don't want him hurt. Just close his account like an honest citizen.